Hey gut feelers, today we're going to talk about the number one food that stops you from healing SIBO. And this food is something that everybody recommends. That's why I'm making this video for you if you suffer from SIBO. Now guys, welcome to Gut Feelings, the channel to support you to become your own health expert, become your own gut feeler, so you can take your freedom back, you know what's happening inside your body, and you have the energy to go out there and create the dream life that you deserve. I'm so excited today to talk about this number one food that everybody recommends and that literally stops you from healing SIBO, that just makes your symptoms worse. So let's get started. Now we can make this video super short. It's gonna take just 30 seconds. I tell you the number one food and then it's over and you just avoid that. But here's the thing why I'm not gonna do that, because everybody says eat that if you got SIBO, and if I just tell you the opposite, you're just gonna say, well, what does she know? That's why I'm going to go in a little bit more depth. In the first part, we're going to tap onto what is the root cause of SIBO, because this is essential to understand why this number one food is feeding SIBO and why does it make the symptoms worse. And then I'm going to give you a few tips what direction of foods I would go if I would suffer from SIBO right now and what I recommend to my clients. So you have something in your hand. It's not just don't eat this, don't eat this. I'm also going to tell you what you can actually eat. Really short to the point, what is SIBO really caused by is a bacteria. It's not just any kinds of bacteria that is overgrowing in your small intestine. It's a bacteria that is overgrowing in your whole digestive tract, because bacteria can travel not only from up to down, so from the stomach or the small intestine down to the colon. Bacteria can also travel up, both bad bacteria, healthy bacteria. There's this movement that a lot of health practitioners and even doctors don't know yet about. Everybody knows that SIBO is bacterial. It's already in the name, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, but almost nobody knows what bacteria it is, and that's really important to understand for taking the right steps to improve your SIBO symptoms and to not eat foods that feed this bacteria. So what is it? SIBO is caused by a bacteria called Streptococcus, and it's not just any Streptococcus, it's a resistant strain of Streptococcus, meaning with every medication, any antibiotics that you take, this bacteria gets stronger, it grows not only in your intestinal tract, it also grows in your lymphatic system, it grows into your liver, it can nest literally everywhere in your body, can even be in your brain, also in the sinus. A lot of people have like this sneezing and this itching even if they're not allergic. This is also when strep is in the sinus, for example. There are two ways how to make this bacteria stronger, Like humans, bacteria, they also need food to get stronger. And two ways, one is toxic heavy metals, any kinds of pesticides, herbicides, any toxins you breathe in through hairspray, through your new carpet. This is really like an endless list. And Streptococcus feeds off this toxic, especially toxic heavy metals, and gets stronger. The second one are foods. And this is where we get into the nitty-gritty of this video. The number one food that feeds Streptococcus and that makes your SIBO symptom worse is eggs. Don't panic. I know, like, having SIBO, there are so many things you should not eat and don't eat this. And at some point you might just feel, what should I eat? Whatever I eat, I shouldn't eat. Is there anything left that I can eat? Eggs are definitely the number one that you need to leave out, but I'm going to give you some alternatives. It's not only eggs that feed bacteria, especially Streptococcus, and also viruses that you have in your body, other pathogens. Even candida overgrowth can be triggered by eggs. Eggs, guys, not sugar, eggs. This is what you need to avoid. And why do so many people say eggs are good for SIBO, or eat all kinds of fermented dairy products? They are great for you. You need your protein. I'm going to make a different video about this protein hype, that you need more protein and the healthy fats and the keto diet and paleo. Just for you to know, I have no chance to go against this protein paleo movement. There's no way that one person can go against that. The only thing I can offer you, and what is my heart's desire, is for you to heal. And if you keep on eating dairy products, eggs, all kinds of grains and gluten, things like that, soybeans, corn, these are some triggers. I talk about them more in the video that I'm going to link in the description below. Foods that you need to avoid for SIBO. Then you're not going to get better, and then people will say, you need to eat more protein and even less carbohydrate, less fruits, and you're not going to improve. So don't give me thumbs down yet. I really want you to experiment with that. Instead of just believing all these studies, there's a whole big industry behind the protein movement and eat more eggs movement. This is not just I mean, doctors really, they do their best. You know, they are also just influenced by certain big machineries which we have no idea of. You know, we think like, oh, this study proved that eggs are good for SIBO, but if you look then behind that, who's sponsored this study, it's the food industry, it's the egg industry. The premise on this channel is for you to experiment, to really understand what happens in your body, what works for you, and to take this power back. Once we start feeling better, then we understand like really what's behind that. This is a revelation for me. That was when I started healing my allergies, which by the way are strep related too, also kind of urinary infections and asthma and acne. It all has the same root cause, a resistant strain of strep like SIBO. Also IBS can be related to that. Lots of what we call autoimmune diseases, the body never attacks itself. If you can, I know there's so much confusion and so many people saying different things. I don't want to just be another person who tells you don't do this and you feel like, oh God, what else, you know? What I'm interested in is really helping you and to go against this stream of misinformation, of making people feel worse, feeling more dependent on medications, buying more probiotics, buying more supplements, just for keeping the pharma industry happy and the food industry happy. This is really like the opposite of empowering people to heal and take their health back into their own hands. I give you a disclaimer, what wouldn't work is if you start watching these other SIBO videos that I have for you, where I talk about what are healing foods, for example, like sweet potatoes. Yes, they are high carb foods and they are the best foods against SIBO. And fruits, of course. Start with some fruits like really ripe bananas. Don't eat green bananas, you need ripe bananas where the healthy glucose is available to you, where it's like almost zero effort because they contain their own enzymes to digest themselves. These guys, they don't work if you eat a high fat and a high protein diet. Just doesn't work. They don't go together. So if people start, oh, I'm going to eat some bananas in the morning, but then they put all kinds of protein shake or protein powder, or even too many chia seeds, too much avocado, all kinds of stuff, that won't work. This puts more stress on your digestive system. So in that way, it's really like you make your choice. Either you go the paleo and keto way, you eat more protein, you eat more fat. The reason why these people get better is because they eat more nutrients, they eat more vegetables. It's not because they eat more protein. Or you go for the other way, you go for a diet which is high in nutrients. This is really what your body needs to heal. You need nutrients, you don't need protein. A healthy liver is able to produce its own proteins. You can synthesize its own proteins. Liver has over 500 functions, we have no idea. And this diet goes in the direction lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, low fat, low protein, and healthy carbohydrates. Healthy sweet potatoes. Even potatoes can be healing. Just the normal potatoes, they are not empty foods. You can even eat grains like quinoa if you really, oh God, I don't get any protein, or amaranth, high protein sources. Every whole food on planet Earth contains protein. Green leaves like spinach, they contain protein. Nobody talks about that kind of protein. And this is protein that your body loves, that your body can absorb, and it doesn't put so much stress on your digestive system. Because the least thing you want is to really overburden your body more. Your body is struggling with something, likely you have a low hydrochloric acid, low stomach acid, low good stomach acid. You have an overburdened liver, which already struggles with the high fat content. And then you have bacterial overgrowth in your whole system. So you really want to make it easy for your body. You're going to be able to give your body a pause, to give your body a relaxing pause. I understand that this might be a lot for you right now. Just telling you, don't eat eggs, don't eat dairy, don't eat grains that contain gluten, don't eat soy. Soy is in almost everything, in almost all the processed foods. Same with corn, cornstarch, corn syrup. Stay away from processed sugars, of course. I don't tell you eat candy or something like that. What should you eat? Where to start? I've get that question so many times here for YouTube or personal emails over Facebook. That's why I decided I make a 1 week meal plan. Really everything in there, a gut healing challenge, which has all these parameters in place. It's a very gentle diet, so even if you suffer from SIBO, you will be able to recover slowly. It might take some time, definitely. This strep is already a long time in our system. Often we pick it up in kindergarten and then it gets stronger, with every egg we eat, with every stress, with every toxic heavy metals, weakening the system, weakening the body. This is a long-term issue, but it doesn't take forever to heal. I see people improving after a week, after 2 weeks, just about consistency and really making your pick. Yeah, you don't have to stay with that forever. Just experience something different, going against the mainstream, which tells you eat eggs, high protein, high fat foods. Again, I'm gonna talk more about that in another video. I get all juiced up about that. So what I've got for you is a 1-week gut healing challenge, having all the recipes in there, which are simple. They don't take forever. They are for busy people with a busy life. Not many ingredients, but still tasty. Then you've got a meal plan, you've got a shopping list, you got all the background information. I even put you my secret weapon, which I use with almost every client. I get big results from that. Put you all of that in there. It's complex, there are nice colors, it's nice to watch it, and there's also some mindset work. So really like an all-inclusive package that you can just use, go out there, go to the next shopping center and give this a shot. Do it 1 week. You can always reach out to via email or in the YouTube comments to me. I'm happy to respond, I'm happy to be there for you, because it really breaks my heart to see so much misinformation out there, which people make them suffer more. I want you to heal, and I know it's possible. So trust your gut feelings, feel into if that's something you want to do. You can check out the preview in the description below. And now before we end this video, I love to hear from you. What have you tried to heal your SIBO that did not work? Let us know in the comments below. It's also great for the rest of your community, the other gut feelers, to hear what your experience is, share your expert knowledge, because if you're suffering from a chronic disease, you are becoming an expert, which can help and empower other people to get out of their health struggles as well. Thank you for watching, guys. I wish you a beautiful week wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.